All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Wait.
From the gun, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, Mike, 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Jameis on second down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Great. Gun. 20. Gun. 20.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Jameis to throw it. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. He's going to get it running right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Dancing to his left. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A gain of 19 in picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, hey.
On 1st down, it's Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And now running right through it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Newton. And his pass incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, hey.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, spinning away. And now the juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the red zone now, Newton. Being chased. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
We got 4. Ready. Blue ready. Where's that up? Check. 59. 59. Where's that?
They go play action. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Ready. Blue ready. 3 down.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 down. Ready.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Green, triple C.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Buying time to his, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Set. 180.
Throwing again. Newton steps away to his left. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
Here we go.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gun.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adam Gotsis able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Newton now to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go, fellas. Key 81. Single receiver. Hey. Single receiver. You got motion. Great. Push your man right there. 20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Tight end right. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Mike 59. Plays up.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, 5 on the 50.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Flag 22. Alert flare. Alert flare. Here we go. Even. Boys, hold up.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Let's keep bringing it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hey, let's go. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Off the play fake, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and short.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Easy. Ready. White 25.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if If it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. To throw, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there. Wait.
Now Winston. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
46 is right there. Check it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Newton. Going up top. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Great.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on second down. Newton dancing to it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time at a first.
Here we go. Gun. Do some.
Throwing again is Newton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Newton on second down. Flushed out right. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down. Out to his left. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Ready. Blue ready.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Gun. Gun. We're set. Ready.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. We're set. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Come on now.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey. Green. Buzz. Be ready.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. In for the score. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. What a spin. And now running right through him. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Easy. Move. 5-0. No. Me. Watch for the 5 behind.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. 5-0. Check pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Looking down, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Set. Like 80. Great.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 39 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Shreds the tackle. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Green, triple C. Tight end right. Ready. Blue, whitey. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Stay in there. Ready. Blue, whitey.
2nd down, Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Winston now. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Show an A. Let him go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready. Black 22. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Luke Kuechly able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Being chased out left. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it, baby. Ready. Blue lady. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Where's that up? 36. Where's that?
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready? Black 22. Hey, check. 3 down. Check 3.
On 3rd down, that's Cannon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And an alley to run. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Gun. Ready? 780. Hey. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Single.
On 2nd and 10, Newton buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. They give him a gain of 37. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
4 down.
Back to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey. Ready? Blue 80. Hands up.
And they'll run it here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, Mike 59. Ready to go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Where's that up?
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Where's that up?
And they will take a knee here. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
4 down, 4 down. Ready? Black 22.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles